Hello and welcome to a wee talk about. I'm Michael Kelly, director of Instinctive.
And I'm Mr. Ginn, director of Instinctive. That's all I have to my name.
We'll talk about a new movie for one, something that's just out in cinemas.
Something we just seen last night with Michael Kelly, director of Instinctive. That's all he has to his name.
Yeah. We're of course talking about Black Adam.
My vision has shown me the future.
You have two choices. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior. That's up to you.
The blockbuster.
The blockbuster that is.
Featuring Dwayne
The
Johnson. You've seen him in many films. Jumanji, Jungle Cruise, which are exactly the same role. Maybe also Rampage. Who remembers that big monkey running around?
Oh no! Oh no! What the?
That was meant to be for George and I realised.
No. Oh Christ.
Who remembers that big gorilla? Just keep going.
So, Black Adam set in present day.
Well, not even present day. It feels as if it's like, what's the place even called again?
Conduct.
So the movie starts off now with Karnak is being ruled by an evil king. It was once a beautiful place, and then evil king basically has slaves. There's a kid who's a slave who then rebels against. He's about to get smited down by the king. He's ordered him to be smited down. He disappears.
And he of course disappears to the Shazam cave,
Yeah, basically Shazam cave.
where all the wizards are, and they give him powers to become the champion of conduct.
And he comes back and basically just tears shit up. He basically blows up the giant palace, and then it skips the present day, where Karnak is now ruled by the worst named evil organization I've ever heard. Enter Gang. I thought it was awful. Also, one thing to note, whenever we went to see Black Adam, this is about 3 weeks after it first released. We did go to see it at like 9:30 at night, but it was literally an empty theatre. I mean empty. It was Mr. Ginn, Zeus, and Michael Kelly, director of Instinctive.
That's all he has is his name.
All he has to his name. And there was literally no one there. So, continuing on, so we're first seeing this guy. This girl, not guy, kid. He's on a skateboard. He goes through, you basically find out, these people are horrible, the Enter Gang's awful. They're horrible boys. Me and kid's mum's brother, evil guy, which is a plot twist, and guy who just falls off a mountain at the start.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call them. But they all go to a mountain.
A cave.
A cave, some may say. And they find out the Enter Gangs followed them, but they want this crown, this magical crown, which I didn't even explain at the start.
The crown of Sabak, I think it's called.
Yes, which is filled with Eternium. Pure Eternium. And they go to, what would the words be? They go to lift this crown, but whenever they go to lift it, the Enter Gang appear. They're holding people hostage and all sorts. It's evil. And next thing you know, she says the word shh. Was it Shazam? Or was it an actual, I don't know if it was a ritual word.
She said a whole bunch of things.
Stuff, and then she said Shazam.
Shazam.
And
the appears.
It appears. This was a scene where I hope you can maybe put in a couple of things. I wish we actually had a live reaction to it. We couldn't stop laughing at it. He literally stands there and just starts. There always seems I'm gonna start rising, just like this. He just starts floating and just appears and starts going upwards like that. And then every time he was in the scene doing that, we couldn't stop laughing. And that's one of the main things about this movie. I think The Rock does well in it, like really well. But there are some scenes where it's just The Rock floating, and we couldn't stop laughing at it. That's one thing I'll say. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
So the next thing you know, Black Adam's doing what Black Adam does. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is doing what Dwayne The Rock Johnson does. Floats and goes like this here.
Oh, he's blocking bullets. He's doing.
No, but when he's electrocuting people, we started mimicking it in the cinema. We were like this here. Rock gets out of the cave. He basically starts going on a tear. There's a scene with Painted Black, which is just funny as hell because it's just The Rock murdering people. It was pretty well done.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a pretty good slow-mo scene. And then The Rock gets hit by an Eternium rocket, and he realizes he's not so strong as he once was 5,000 years ago, taking out farmers. Yeah. So he's not too good.
And he gets taken back to the wee kid and the mum's house, and he gets quite close with the family, so he does. And then,
what do you mean by that?
I mean, sorry, all I'm saying is I thought The Rock, and I just thought it was what happened.
They originally try to get the crown off these people, off the family, and then we're introduced to the Justice Society, Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Cyclone, and Atom Smasher, who just looks like Deadpool but grows big.
He actually does look like Deadpool.
Yeah, that's the one. I remember you and Michael saying that. They were thinking that's why he has this name.
Kelly.
A lot of what happens in the movie is basically because the mum is protective of her kid, which, all mums should be. But this leads to a lot of issues. And if I was going to be honest, if I had to choose between that kid or what happens later in the movie where there's skeletons rising up and trying to kill people, and probably do kill people, I'd probably let the kid die with a skateboard.
That kid's,
he's a boyo.
He's a boyo.
Some great fight scenes between Dr. Fate and the Justice Society against Black Adam.
Against the
Oh
yes, so the guy who was friends with the kid's mom.
Yes, this is a big plot twist.
Spoilers, he betrayed them, but he gets his hand on the crown and becomes the next king of
But the gets him before he can fully do it. Remember that.
But that's the thing. The crown says on it, death is the only path to life. So when the kills him, he comes back to life as this demon god to take control of Kandak.
Actually, I forgot we didn't go into that some point.
Oh,
yeah, so I'll go back and do that. A bit drawn out here, but go back and do that. Turns out, in the actual story, Black Adam, he isn't actually a hero. It was his son who was the hero, but his son, when he was dying after the king tried to kill him and his wife, his son gave him his powers, but then died literally straight after. It's comical. We burst out laughing at it. He literally goes, it's like, oh dad, here's the powers. Basically, after kind of reflecting on this, he teams up with the Justice Society and says, I'll give myself up. I end this. After they save the world as what they know it. He gets taken to some underwater facility in the middle of nowhere. He gets locked up and they put a thing around his mouth and stop him saying Shazam to get his powers back. But Dr. Fate still has his vision that Hawkman will die, his dear friend. And then you basically find that Kingman, who's now Demon Kingman after he gets resurrected, he's now wreaking havoc. He looks like the 7th demon of hell. Don't even know what that means, but he looks like a demon.
He looks like him if he was from a PlayStation 2 game.
Yes, that's we did it. He was a boyo.
He was a boyo.
He was a boyo. Dr. Fate sacrifices himself. My favourite character in the movie sacrifices himself.
It's an emotional moment.
Emotional.
I was crying.
I was crying. Yeah, not actually, but
Michael was. He was in tears.
Oh no, he was crying when he seen that Hawkman was going to die, and he was jumping up in joy whenever he found Hawkman didn't die.
We had to console Michael so many times throughout this movie.
Yeah, every time a vision came up, he was just crying his eyes out. It's quite sad. And
Don't know how a man could let that happen to himself.
he fights, has a pretty good fight scene actually,
Yeah.
with Devil Boyo. Devil Boyo beats him because Dr. Fate knows he's not going to win, because he can see the future, so he knows he's not going to win it.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. And he dies. Well, doesn't basically just does die. Yeah.
It's what he gets for being a Die Another Day.
Exactly. Pierce Brosnan, excellent job as well. While he's fighting, he speaks to Black Adam and tells him, this battle's not over yet. You need to get up and save Kandak. And Black Adam, he basically lifts with his the last of his magic, releases Black Adam from this prison, and Black Adam comes out and he's fighting all these people, and then he escapes into the water. Shazam! And this gave me chills. Whenever the devil destroys Black Adam's son's statue that was built, and it's coming down, and you already know what's gonna happen. It's rising, your attention's rising. Is the kid gonna get smashed in the face by his own statue?
I wish so.
Champion? Yeah, Adam was wishing for it, but no, it's Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
It's the He's flying in, he's got a cape now, he doesn't look as stupid when he's floating. He lifts the statue and he goes in there, and it's time to fight the Devil Boyo.
I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't actually much to that end fight scene.
No, it's basically
Yeah, like Hawkman uses Dr. Fate's helmet with the last remaining power in it to summon clones of himself, so it looks as if he dies, but he doesn't. Michael almost cried that as well. And then
console him again.
And then Black Adam basically, it looked like a Mortal Kombat fatality. Like he literally just went like this and just tore his head apart. Devil Boyo didn't stand a chance really. And then you get your end of the movie, so the Justice Society say goodbye to Black Adam. You kind of go different because throughout the movie, Black Adam and Hawkman don't see eye to eye, because Hawkman believes you don't kill anyone. He's very much on the Batman idea, whereas Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson in this movie just plays a psychopath. It was quite a good dynamic to have in the movie. Yeah. Because it feels as if it was a bit different to your usual, Superman doesn't kill people, so it kind of gave a different dynamic to it.
But speaking of Superman,
this is
the after credits scene.
We made sure we stayed at this in that empty theatre to keep those there workers on for longer.
We had to see this because he's being a boyo, Black Adam. He's threatening Waller, and he's like, "You send all those people to come kill me. I don't care.
Even if they're not from this planet."
Even if they're not from this planet.
Jesus, this guy's outrageous.
He smashes the radio thingy, and then out from the smoke behind it comes Henry Cavill, the Dawn,
with the original theme,
the original Superman theme, redesigned costume, and he comes walking out, and he's like, "We should talk, Black Adam," and then The Rock has this really creepy smile.
He kind of wants to do the eyebrow raise. You can tell he's kind of wanting to do it, but he's
should have done it.
He should have done it, but and then the movie ends. What would you give as a rating?
If I had to give it a number, I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10, maybe even higher. I enjoyed it as a superhero film.
I'd go 8.
It's fair.
I enjoyed it quite a lot, so that was another we talk about.
That was the aka Black Adam.
And we've got White Adam. Whew, that was something we talk about.
That was a we talk about.
You know what else we should talk about?
I'm guessing the Patreon.
I'm thinking ZeusWeusFilm Patreon.
And the Teespring store.
And the Teespring store. We'll start with the Patreon. So much content coming soon. We've got uncensored content. We've got vlogs coming soon.
We've got the
We're trying to build lots of different series, but not all of them can fit onto a YouTube channel, especially with our schedule of having 5 videos per week. So
some of it's too much for YouTube as well. And we've also launched some new products on the Teespring store. You can get a ZeusWeusFilm t-shirt, any colour.
Any colour.
You can get the stickers, and now you can get your very own, soon to be featured on the podcast, let's get into the meat and potatoes mug.
Famous saying from Al and Michael in the podcast. I have had to hear it many a time, to both my enjoyment and annoyance every time they say it, because I know every time they say it, something random will be thrown into the mix.
Michael Kelly, Director of Instinctive.
That's all I have to his name. Yeah guys, that's all the updates we have so far. New products coming soon, new content coming soon.
We'll see you guys tomorrow with a new episode of What If It Was Set in Northern Ireland.